Good morning, everybody. Today is our Silk Road obstacle course, and there's the bell already. Okay, before I let them in, I was preparing for this yesterday and I watched my video from last year because I kind of forgot how I did all of this. So it was nice to have a vlog of like myself teaching it. I was like, oh, okay, that's really helpful. So I'll link that right here. You can watch last year's. Last year I did it inside, but this year I borrowed a bunch of my husband's PE equipment and I'm gonna do it outside. So I have 4 English classes to teach first, and then after lunch I'll have 2 periods of history, and we're gonna do a Silk Road obstacle course. So I thought I would show you like the difference between last year and this year. I really don't know how it's gonna go, we'll find out, but that way you'll be able to like compare the two and see which one you like better if you ever decide you want to do this lesson with your ancient Chinese history students. So anyway, I better let these 8th graders in and I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so we are pretty much ready to go. My 8th graders came out last period and helped me set this up. So we've got a lot more room now that we're doing it outside. I'm really not sure how this is gonna go, but I've got my bullhorn just in case. I always have a bullhorn just in case. My whistle, putting my PE training to good use. I borrowed a bunch of Derek's PE equipment. If they're starting here at Dunhuang, oh, here's all their like currency. So I printed these out yesterday and then laminated them and cut all them out. So I need to put these at all the different stations, but you either start with gold, spices, silk, ooh, what's this? Glassware or carpets. So it just depends where you start. I gotta do that so they don't blow away. Okay, so if you start at Dunhuang, there are bandits, and so you've got to, I don't know why this is for bandits, but you have to crawl underneath these hurdles to escape the bandits so that they don't see you. So then you can come over here to Kusha. Maybe I should turn that around. And then you could trade with other people who are at this station once you have, you know, completed the obstacle. So then to get from Kucha to, I think it's Kashgar over there, there are sandstorms. So you have to close your eyes and you have to follow this rope all the way over to Kashgar. So then once you're at Kashgar, you can make some trades with some people over here. To get from Kashgar to Ctesiphon, there are mountains in between you. So you're gonna have to jump over this mountain and then jump over this mountain, and then you end up at Ctesiphon. So then to get from Ctesiphon to Antioch over there, there are scorpions trying to attack you. So you've got to do a ladder. Got these out of Derek's car. So if you know anything about doing ladders, well, there's multiple ways you can do them, but usually you go in, out, out. So you got to have like quick feet like this. Go in, out, out, in, out, out, in, out, out. You've got to do that all the way down to the end, and then you end up at Antioch. So we'll do several rounds where kids can go back and forth between different stations and like trade different things. But yeah, I think this is gonna be fun. Since I had the 8th graders helping me, it didn't take too long to get everything set up. They were happy to design an obstacle course to torture the 6th graders, so it didn't really take too much effort on my part. And then at the end of the day I have my prep, so I'm gonna have some kids help me take everything down and like bring it back into my classroom, because these chairs and the tables and stuff are just from my classroom. So after this is all done, we'll do all the cleanup. Okay, I have a couple more minutes before class starts. I just wanted to tell you about a few other things that I'm doing today. My 6th graders that are doing ancient history, ancient China right now, also did the Black History Rap contest from Flocabulary. So it's kind of more of like an independent project because that's not really our content right now, but some of the raps were pretty funny. So I made it like a low point required thing for them to do, just to like test it out and practice it, do a little bit of research, put that research together in a creative way. And then if they were one of the top, like there were like 8 or 9 in each class that stood out as really good. So I'm giving those people extra credit for doing like an especially good job. And then I narrowed that down to like the top 3, and I submitted those 3 to the actual contest. So my favorite line that anybody wrote, somebody wrote about Frederick Douglass and fighting for the right for black people to own property. And so the chorus is, hippity hoppity, we wanna own some property. I was like, all right, that is lame and it's gonna be stuck in my head forever, so yes. And let me also just show you, in case you didn't see on Instagram already, these are my 8th graders Anne Frank one-pagers. So we read the play, like the script version of the Diary of Anne Frank, and then we read some excerpts from her actual diary. We watched the movie, we did a few other, you know, kind of like supplemental things. And so then they made these beautiful, beautiful one-pagers. We did these last year too, so I had examples to show them. So they just like went with those examples and made them their own and did such a good job. A lot of people really like this one, this black and white one. So nice. So I have instructions, the instructions that I gave them on my blog. And we just also happen to have a really amazing art program here. So a lot of the kids are very, very good artists. They have really good writing. So these are just freaking beautiful. And right now I'm missing a whole section of table right here because it's outside. I'm also trying to get some sub plans ready because I have a training to go to tomorrow on Leader in Me, which is actually really good. I like the Leader in Me program. I'm like I forget what I'm called, but it's like the teacher who's in charge of communicating with the other teachers about Leader in Me stuff. So it's pretty fun. I like it. But I have to be out a couple of days like per year just for trainings and meetings or whatever. So I'm gonna be out tomorrow. And later on today, I'm gonna drive to Anaheim and see one of my best friends from high school. I don't get to see her very often, but oh, there we go. They're coming. She went to school at UCLA and then I was down here in the LA area also, so we still kind of got to hang out in college, but then she moved back to our hometown and I'm still here, so I'm excited to see her. I think I'm just gonna bring Jensen because he just comes everywhere. By the way, I love this sweatshirt. This is my Coffee Plan Teach Repeat sweatshirt. I'll tag Fletcher's Etsy store. This is where I got this, and since I knew we were gonna be running around like crazy today, I'm in my PE teacher outfit. All right, let's start the madness. Welcome to the Silk Road Obstacle Course. Yay! Oh, good, thank you for your applause. Okay, great. All right. So, here's how this is going to work. You are each going to start at a different point on the Silk Road. So, this right here is Dunhuang. This is the furthest east, okay? Because if we're looking up there, that's north, that's west, that's south. So, this is the furthest point east. This is Dunhuang. If you start in Dunhuang, you are going to have silk, and you'll have silk to trade. Now, if you want to go somewhere, you have bandits that you have to escape from. So you have to hide from these bandits. So actually, Leslie, can you be my example? Yeah. So you're gonna have to escape from these bandits. So you're gonna have to crawl underneath this so the bandits can't see you. So you crawl underneath. Crawl underneath. Then you're gonna crawl underneath the next one. All right, and then you end up at Kucha. So if you are here at Kucha, you can do some trading. But then let's say you want to go from Kucha over to Kashgar. Well, there are sandstorms, so you're not going to be able to see. So you have to close your eyes and follow the rope. So two people can go at a time, so you're just going to hold on to one rope. So you have to follow the rope and close your eyes all the way over to Kashgar. Okay, so now you're here at Kashgar and you do some trading, whatever, okay? Then you want to go over to Ctesiphon. But to get to Ctesiphon, you have to climb some mountains. So, as you go over to Ctesiphon, you're going to have to climb over this mountain, and then climb over this mountain, and then you're in Ctesiphon. I'm going to have you guys follow me down this way a little bit. Follow me down this way. Okay. Now, if you want to make the journey from Ctesiphon to Antioch and get all the way to Rome, there are scorpions everywhere, so you have to stay away from the scorpions. So 2 people can go on this one as well. So this is a ladder. So here's what you have to do. I'll show you, and then I'll face you. Let's say you're going from Antioch back to Ctesiphon. This is what your feet have to do. They have to go in, out, out, in, out, out. So it's like this. You gotta go in, out, out, in, out, out.
What? That's like I hate those.
Okay? You can't cheat. You gotta go in, out, out, in, out, out, in. Can you try it? In, wait, in. Yep. Oh, in, out, out, in, out, out, in. That's how you have to avoid scorpions. Okay? Okay, so you're pretty good right now. Can you just stretch out into one long line so that I can set you up at the different stations? Okay, so remember your number. 1, 2, 3, 4. I won't yell it at you. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you are a 1, all my 1s, raise your hand. Okay, 1, you're gonna head over to Dunwang.
Oh my god, they're taking pictures of
1, hurry, go.
Stop pulling me.
Number 2s, you're gonna go over to Kucha. 2s, run over to Kucha.
I'm gonna wait, yeah.
3s, you are going to start here at Kashgar. 4s, you're starting at Ctesiphon.
Owie.
And 5s, you're starting at Antioch. They're invisible bandits. Silk. So you're each gonna take 5. They're kind of set up like that already. So like this is 5, this is 5. So you guys can each take 5. Okay, so you are starting at your city. Now, if you are in Dunwang or Antioch, you only have one choice about where you're gonna go, because you can only make one move. Everybody else, you have a choice. You can either go that direction, you can either go west, or you can go east. So you get to decide. You're gonna take your goods with you. You have to complete the obstacle course, and it might, it might take a few minutes because you might have to wait for some people to complete it before you get to do it. And then you're gonna go to the next city. While you're at that city, you can make 1 trade, okay? 1 trade. And then when you go to the next city, well, that'll be another round, you can make another trade, okay? Is that making sense?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay, so we are going to start our first trade. Do you know where you are headed? Take your supplies with you. On your mark, get set, go. So that was bad. You guys want to play? A lot of them already got one of every item, so now they're trying to get a monopoly, so now they're doing like a different strategy for trading and trying to get like all gold or all silk or whatever. Because it takes a while. Okay. And there's my vice principal. Hello! Anyone needs like spices? FBI needs gold. Okay, have a seat. Finally not muddy and wet.
I have my silk.
You're gonna knock me in. Okay. Have a seat. Okay, so what are some things that you noticed that happened as everybody was moving along the Silk Road? Is there anything that you noticed at all?
Bit by scorpions.
Bit by scorpions, okay. Dangerous travels.
I don't have to move to make money. I didn't even move.
Oh, you don't have to move to make money. It might be smarter just to stay in one spot and let people come to you.
Yeah, that's what I thought at
Okay. What else?
People are trading in the middle of the trip.
Oh, okay. So, were there rules that you were supposed to follow?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Did everybody follow the rules?
Sure.
So maybe this would have happened in real life too, right? Maybe there were certain rules along the Silk Road, certain times you were supposed to trade or things that were supposed to happen. Do you think everybody always followed those rules?
No.
Maybe. No.
Did anybody ever try to cheat anyone else out of anything?
Leslie,
Honest. Oh, did you rob anyone? Okay.
I robbed Felix.
You're not allowed to, but people do, right?
I'm rich.
So, which were the places, now that we've established that people were probably robbing each other, probably not following the rules, they didn't necessarily have to move to make money. Hey, don't mess with my retirement card. Thank you. Okay. Hey, stop messing with my retirement card.
You just stole all my gold.
Oh. Okay. Was it easier to get all of one thing or to get one of everything?
One of everything.
One of everything.
One of everything? Okay. Maybe there was competition for the thing that you wanted. Hey, guys, stop. Again, I'm using those till I'm 85, so stop. Okay. Where were the places that ended up being the busiest? Mountains. Okay. And Kusha. What were the places that ended up being no one was there?
Beach.
Okay, Dunhuang and Antioch. So if you're way out on the outside, really not very many people are coming to you, right? You kind of have to go where it's central and get to where there are a lot of people in order to make money.
So I was in a place that was really blank, but people will often pass by. So I was just like, oh, I'll trade with you while you pass by.
Ah, perfect.
This is what you get.
You're the ruler. So people didn't necessarily have to travel. You needed some people to be traveling and moving goods, but you could also make a lot of money if you just set up a shop, right? You're just the target of Kashgar or whatever. You just gather the things
Nicole.
and sell it to whoever's coming through.
Nicole, what was your favorite place to stay for trading? Mountain.
Okay, so what we're gonna have you do
Leslie, what was your favorite item?
Start again, we're gonna play one more time. So I'm gonna All right, we got smarter this time and taped down the money so it doesn't blow away. Let's see. Is your money still there? Okay, good. These were supposed to be color coded. I did it wrong last time. Okay, let's see. We've got our money. Got our money here. Let's see. Kashgar's got carpets. All right. Let's see. What do you guys have over here?
Spices.
Spices. Okay.
Is this an Indian city?
I think yes.
Sounds Greek.
Oh, maybe it is Greek. Okay. And then in Antioch, we've got glassware. Are you ready? On your mark, get set, go. Yeah, you cheated. Because we've only done 2 trades. So you can't have 5 things. Okay, we are all done. It always just descends into chaos, which is kind of the point because whenever people are trying to get money, they don't necessarily follow the rules, they cheat people, they steal, they make deals, they do all kinds of different things. So that's kind of the point, and then they always end up kind of clustered in the middle and not really on the 2 far ends of the Silk Road. People figure out that they can just stay in one place and not have to really move around in order to make a bunch of money. So we just learned a lot of different things about like what occurred on the Silk Road just by like trying it out. And then, you know, it's just a fun thing. It's one of those things that wears me out, and now I need coffee like really badly. Before I head down to Anaheim, I have one more thing to do, and I need to make some copies and get my sub plans ready to go. And then today will be one of the few days that I just like leave right after school. Like that rarely happens. I just wanted to show you one other thing. Oh dear. One other thing that I just put in my Teachers Pay Teachers store for free are just like my, not even rules or whatever, but just like expectations for Starbucks time. So it just looks like this. You can download this for free if you just want to project it. This is for independent work time. Okay, so here's how this idea came about. We know this family that has a daughter and a son that are like really far apart in age, and so the son was in college and the daughter was still like in elementary school, and the mom posted the cutest picture on Facebook. The daughter wanted to take her homework to Starbucks and do it there because that's where like the cool kids, the older kids, went to do their homework. Like she saw her brother go to Starbucks and with his friends and like do their homework there, and I just thought that was so cute that she was like really motivated to do her homework because she felt like this is like, you know, what the big kids do. And so I thought about that, like that is what you do in college, right? You have to sit there at like Starbucks or a coffee shop or something and just kind of block out the world and maybe like listen to some music that helps you concentrate. Maybe you have a snack. And that's really how you have to get a lot of your work done once you're maybe even in high school, but definitely once you're out of high school. You kind of have to take responsibility for yourself, and you don't have really like a teacher to ask, and you don't get to pair share, and you don't have like a group to work with a lot of the time. So it is a good skill to practice, but I always feel like really lazy if I just give my kids like independent work time. Like it feels like I'm not doing anything. But I realized that every so often, especially if we're doing a writing project or something like that, my kids, you know, need to practice that. Like what kind of music is it that like gets you in a good concentration zone? It took me a while to figure that out for myself, you know? And so just kind of treating them like adults and letting them work how we work seems to be pretty effective. And I only do it for like 15-minute spurts, and then, you know, we stop and see how things are going. But I find myself just like yapping at my students all the time, or always making them like pair share, turn and talk, and all that kind of stuff. But there are times when it's good to just let them work independently. And so I just kind of like this framework where you're not talking to anybody because we're pretending that we are strangers at Starbucks. And I even let them get out like snacks or a drink or something if they want to, because I always like to have a snack while I'm getting work done. And it usually ends up being a pretty productive time. Like kids get work done when I'm not constantly like checking in on them and constantly talking at them, because I tend to do that. I think more so because I want to feel like I'm working hard, and not necessarily because that is the best thing for students. And I mean, I don't want to go to the other side and just be like, let's do Starbucks time all the time. Oh. Okay, I think I have some students that are gonna come help me with something, so we'll do that and then I'll check in with you guys later. Hey Jensen, can you say, I'm smart?
I'm smart.
I'm nice.
I'm nice.
I'm funny.
I'm funny.
I'm cool.
I'm cool.
I'm Jensen.
I'm Jensen.
Woohoo! Say, I'm 2.
I do.
Good job! Yay, Jensen! Jensen, where are you going? It's Mickey! Yeah! Yeah!
Say happy birthday, Mickey.
Slow down, please. Jensen, thank you. He's so excited. Who's that, Jensen? Who's that? Is that Auntie Sarah? That's Auntie Sarah, huh?
Reunion.
Woohoo! Race, race! Run fast, run fast! And Jensen, don't go too far, thank you. He thinks he like knows the place now. He's like, oh,
This is my place.
meet me at, yeah, I got
My
this.
people.
I've been here once before.
Everyone colors. UCLA. Oh, he's excited about that.
This is my morning. This is what Jensen wants to wear to school. Hey Jensen, look at me. Hi.
No, wait.
Hi. Okay, now.
No, wait.
All right, where are we going? Where do you want to go? We're going to school? You want to wear that to school? Huh? Okay. All right. You want to go say bye to Daddy?
Bye. Bye.